for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. In obituary news this morning, funeral service for Mr. Benny Garrett, age 75, will be 11 a.m. today at Terry's Mortuary Chapel in Talladega. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Ms. Jackie Varner died at her residence last night in Sylacauga. Actually, Talladega address. Curtis & Son Funeral Home will announce the funeral arrangements for Ms. Jackie Varner of Talladega. Also, Sylvia Robinson died at UAB Medical Center in Birmingham yesterday, Monday. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing that service. Funeral service for Mr. Billy Whitworth of Childersburg. That service will be on Wednesday. And visitation will be from 11 until 12 at Bon Air Baptist Church, with the service beginning at noon at Bon Air Baptist Church, with burial in the Childersburg Green Hill Cemetery. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, in charge of the arrangements. Also, graveside service for Lois Taunton will be 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Graveside service at Evergreen Cemetery in Sylacauga. Mr. Taunton died on January 25th in Auburn. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. In other obituary news this morning, Mr. James Jimmy Morgan died Sunday in Birmingham at Grandview Medical Center. The family will plan a private memorial service at a later date. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, in charge of the arrangements. And graveside service for Joseph Lee Plexico Jr., age 87, will be today at 2 o'clock from Unity Presbyterian Cemetery in Weguffka. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, in charge of the arrangements. Other obituary news this morning. Funeral arrangements to be announced for Mrs. Mary Hundley, age 65, of Talladega. Those arrangements will be announced by S.M. Goodson Funeral Home in Talladega. Ms. Hundley died Sunday, January 24th. Temple Sandlin Coley, known and loved throughout the Alexander City area, died peacefully on January 24th. He was a businessman operating Coley Insurance Agency in downtown Alex City for over 50 years. Graveside service will be held at Alexander City Cemetery today at 2 o'clock with Pastor Bruce McClendon officiating. In lieu of flowers, you may make donations to the First Presbyterian Church, P.O. Box 96, Alexander City, Alabama, or to the Adelia M. Russell Library, 318 Church Street, Alexander City, Alabama, 35010. Radney Funeral Home in Alexander City, in charge of the arrangements. Graveside service for Mrs. Gloria Ann Thomas, age 74, of Jackson's Gap. That was held yesterday, and memorial message can be sent to the family still at radneyfuneralhome.com. And Carla Hurd, age 52, of 2301 Moats Road in Sylacauga, died January 25th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Funeral arrangement to be announced by Community Funeral Home in Sylacauga. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.